Hey folks, this is Jake Davis with a top 5 video for you today. And this is my third of 6 videos celebrating the best movies of 2021. So let's get right into it. This video, of course, is ranking my picks for the best director of the year. Number 5, um, Ridley Scott for House of Gucci. Just one second. Oh, God, just woke up. It's early. My bones are still collecting themselves. Um, Ridley Scott for House of Gucci. House of Gucci is big epic telling a 20-year long story, the entire real life relationship of Maurizio and Patricia Gucci, who from the meeting to their marriage, their divorce, and then his assassination. Like I said, covering 20 years and the absolute crumbling of a once powerful family fashion dynasty. Uh, Is it really Scott's best work? No. No, I would probably say that's Black Hawk Down. But I'll be happy to just still be alive at the age of 84. Fucking Ridley Scott's still putting out 2 movies a year at 84. Just God bless him. God bless him. Number 4, Wes Anderson for The French Dispatch. Kind of a spiritual sequel to The Grand Budapest Hotel. The French Dispatch is a, anthology film. 3 different stories from that are articles that are going to be printed in this pompous Kansas interest newsletter, uh, human interest newsletter, and it's phenomenal. It's great. It has a wonderful cast led by Bill Murray and Frances McDormand, Jeffrey Wright, always terrific, Benicio del Toro and Adrian Brody. An uncredited performance from Edward Norton. It's a wonderful movie, and if you like Wes Anderson's films, this is going to be right up your alley. And I mentioned Grand Budapest, but I also just throw in Life Aquatic and Darjeeling Limited too, because it feels like all 4 of those movies kind of take place in the same universe. Number 3, Denis Villeneuve, I think is how you pronounce that, for Dune. Dune was the big, epic visual spectacle of the year, if you don't count Spider Man. It was really something to see. I was blown away, very entertained by it. Yeah, sure. There's no ending. This is just setting up part 2. That's been done so much lately, but this was how this book series was, and isn't it nice that we're getting a film based on a series of novels that isn't some young adult trash. I mean, yeah, sure. I'm a Harry Potter and Twilight and Hunger Games all got to finish their franchises. All had every individual movie was a huge hit, but I mean, how many of these things never even got off the ground? Aragon, Golden Compass, Vampire Academy, Mortal Engines, Mortal Instruments. Jesus Christ, they just went on and on. I bet you don't even remember half those fucking movies. Uh, but yeah, Dune was absolutely visually amazing. A huge all star cast, a terrific performance from Rebecca Ferguson, and I would argue not since Lord of the Rings, not the Hobbit, but not since Lord of the Rings has another world been brought to life in such a beautiful and grandiose way. Uh, I thought I did an excellent job. True achievement with Dune. Number 2, I'm going to say Guillermo del Toro for Nightmare Alley. Nightmare Alley is a story of Stanton Carlyle, based on a famous book from the 40s, remake from a movie from the 40s. I checked out, kind of skimmed through that old Tyrone Power movie, and it's faithful. It's the same exact story, but they're throwing a happy ending, and Stanton Carlisle does not deserve a fucking happy ending. I love the use of characters, the manipulation of time, the patience with his story. Um, a dark, visually beautiful film with truly evil individuals as the main characters. Um, it's a great movie. I would say this is Guillermo del Toro's finest hour, his best film. And that ending, that finale truly deserves a chef's kiss. Mwah, my lord. And number one, my winner for the best director of 2021 is Kenneth Branagh for Belfast. Belfast was a semi-autobiographical tale of his childhood, of his family leaving Belfast during the rise of the Civil War. Um, it's just great. For me to sit here and tell you that a 90-minute PG family film is the best movie of the year, believe it, because I usually don't lean towards those. Um, this was truly inspired, deeply touching, very, very human. It's also the perspective of the young teenage boy, a young 10-year-old boy, as he comes to terms with the true meanings of, change, tolerance, loyalty, death. It's a masterpiece. It's an absolute masterpiece. And I'm so happy. It seems to be a favorite, a front runner for Best Picture, but you never know. You never know. And I'm so afraid Kenneth Branagh is going to get screwed out of his Oscar. He really, really deserves to win this for this year. And, last year, Diane Lane wasn't even nominated, wasn't mentioned. Nobody said a word about her and let him go. And she was the best performance of the entire fucking year. Yeah, I got some honorable mentions for you. Just a few, because really these five guys really stood out. Definitely. But yeah, I got honorable mentions. Jason Reitman for Ghostbusters Afterlife just comes in and saves a whole fucking franchise. What a shock. The son of the guy who directed Ghostbusters actually cares about the project, actually cares about the material. Who would have saw that coming? John Watts for Spider-Man No Way Home could not have possibly been easy to handle. All these, bringing in ultimately 4 different film franchises that weren't intended to be connecting them in a way that shows everything respect and appreciation, even those shitty Garfield movies. Josh Rubin for Werewolves Within. Shit, man, you can't get higher praise than being compared to Robert Altman. And that's what he did. He made a Robert Altman horror movie. Each character is so well presented, and you understand their motivations and what they're doing, and nothing really just feels forced for the sake of progressing the story. And I would say Janessa Bravo for her just absolutely startling work on Zola. Zola was just mind-blowing film. Might even be a genuine game changer. Might be the movie we look 10 years back on and goes, yeah, things kind of started switching around in a different style after Zola. At least I think that's how good this fucking movie is. I really do. Anyhow, I hope y'all enjoyed this video. Please come back for videos 4, 5, and 6 when we cover actor and actress in a leading role, and finally, the best picture of the year. I'm Jake Davis, and I'll catch you on the fly.